Welcome Year 9 to your GCSE option presentation. Hopefully by the end of this you will have a really clear idea of what our option is all about. But if you would like to do any further reading, our specification that we study is OCRB Geography. So if you were to go onto the OCR website and look for OCRB Geography, you will find a lot more information on there if you obviously want any questions. But of course, you are more than welcome to come and see myself, Mrs. Matthews, and Miss Bruce if you do have any questions about moving forward into GCSE Geography. So out of all the options that you can pick, why is it geography that you should make the final decision on? I think Barack Obama summed it up really nicely about why geography is such a vital subject that we need to know about and why it's going to be important moving forward. He went on to say that the study of geography is more than just memorising places on a map. It's about understanding the complexity of our world, our cultures, and our different countries and continents. And in the end, it's about using all of that knowledge that we have to help bridge divides and bring people together. And that's what we think geography does. So I guess the most important question that you guys have is, what is it that we actually study in our 2-year GCSE? As you can see, the GCSE is divided up into 3 areas. The first of our areas is what we call a physical paper. It's our natural world paper. It's 35% of your GCSE and it will be examined at the end of year 11. So it is an exam paper. You can see that our exams are not actually that long. It's 1 hour and 15 minutes. And it covers topics on global hazards, so that's tectonic hazards as well as atmospheric hazards, tropical storms. We talk about climate change and how climate change is impacting our world. We look at ecosystems, we look at tropical rainforests and polar regions, along with distinctive landscapes, which are our coasts and rivers. Our second section, or our second paper, is about people and society, so our human paper. And again, that is 1 hour and 15 minutes and it will be 35% of your overall grade. Your topics in that section are urban futures, dynamic development, looking at rich and poor countries. So you will have studied that already during your time in Key Stage 3. We look at UK in the 21st century, which is actually a really interesting topic because it looks at media, it looks at our culture changes, about what role we have coming out of our Commonwealth and Empire. Do we have still that kind of global kind of significance as we did before? Finally, we end up on resource reliance, which again is connected to our kind of climate change topic about how we use resources. That will be our final topic in that section. And then our final paper is 60 marks, but slightly longer because actually in this one you do a lot of skills-based questions. So there may be some maths-based questions in this one, so they give you a little bit longer to do that. Also in this section is a decision-making exercise, which I think is one of the best parts to our course. And if you think that you are very good at explaining your opinion, this type of question and activity is really good for you because they will give you a scenario, they'll give you lots of resources on it, and then you make up your opinion about what you would do in that situation and explain your point of view. What you will notice that I kind of missed out a little bit in the description of what our content is that you will see in our physical and human papers, our paper 1 and paper 2, that there is field work within those exam papers. So what we have to do in geography is go on at least 2 field trips over the 2 years. Now you have to go on these because what you find out in the field will be on these exam papers. They will ask you about what methods you use, what equipment you use, what you found out. So it's really important when you decide to do geography as a GCSE that you are committed to going on these 2 field trips. What we've done previously is we have done a river-based fieldwork in our natural world exam. So we go down to Shropshire and go to a river and do some river-based skills. And then in our human-based fieldwork, our paper 2, we go to Birmingham for the day, link to our urban futures topic, and look at how Birmingham has changed and how the city is formatted. So we go to Birmingham for the day. Like I say, it's really important that you are committed to go on those 2 field trips because they are going to be in your exams. The other thing that I would say is that geography is less relevant to English-based skills, that you have to do a lot of English, and there's a lot of written answers, lots of long-worded essay-style questions, but there is also a lot of geographical skills. So that is one of the reasons why geography is so highly thought of, is because there is both literacy, numeracy, and scientific skills that you use equally amongst our subjects, and that is why it's quite unique in its basis, because it has so many skills, and like I say, that's why universities and colleges like to see it on your statement, on your CV, because it shows so many skills that you have. So you again have to think about whether that goes with your set of skills. It is really important that you have a very good basis of mathematical skills, scientific skills, and that your literacy is high, that you can answer those long written answers as well. So that is important to point out as well at this point. So how will studying GCSE geography help you? It will give you a good knowledge of the world and current events. Geography is an ever-changing subject that local and global events are going to be happening as we are teaching you this content. So we bring in all sorts of things that are happening right now on our planet. It will help you appreciate different cultures. So it does link very nicely with other subjects you might pick. Business studies, for example, we talk a lot about the economics of countries. We talk a lot about development. So again, if you're interested in doing kind of the philosophy and ethics or RE, that will help very much with this, along with history. Explore the physical and natural environment. So again, if you are doing triple science, this may be something that fits quite nicely with the subject content in other topics. And like I say, it will develop a whole range of skills for you. And these are wide reaching, and like I said before, this is why universities like to see it so much on your CV, because they know that as a geographer you will have very good map reading skills. You'll be able to draw and interpret graphs and diagrams. You'll be very good at problem solving. Like I say, you do that decision making exercise, so you can solve problems. You'll be able to go and collect data. From that, you'll then be able to analyze and decision make. We will use a lot of ICT because we have to do case studies, so there'll be lots of research, whether that be at home or within school lessons. Again, field work, being able to go out into the field, along with other literacy and numeracy skills, but obviously that's a very specific geography skills that you will develop. On here then is a wide range of professions that commonly people go in with a geography GCSE or A-level, or possibly even a university degree. You can see here it's in a wide range of areas. So geography isn't just for somebody who wants to become a geography teacher. There is lots and lots of different avenues that geography can take you down, and I would say that it's going to become even more opportunities for you in the future, thinking about climate change, thinking about environmental sciences. We are going to become incredibly important into the future economies of the world. So obviously here you can just have a look at just some examples of jobs that geography can take you. But if you do have any more questions about careers or the content of the GCSE option, please come and find myself or Miss Bruce, or you can email us and we will try and get back to you with answers as quickly as we can. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy your other option presentations.